There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
Along with Fierce Mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service. Along with... Oh, damn it.
Yeah, someone's missing at the moment, but I'm hoping they'll show up... sorry.
Yeah.
Something with their nose. I hope they'll show up soon enough. Give me a
usually-
moment with this.
Yeah, usually I tell them how long time is to stream. When I feel like it's likely we're gonna stream. This time I thought, well, he probably knows this by now, so I kind of scared. I just told him we're highly likely gonna stream this today. I feel like I should probably still have done with the role until stream. Due to the whole time difference between our zones.
Okay, there we go. Just saved everyone me needing to blow my nose because something started to be a nuisance in my nostril. But yeah, hopefully they'll be able to show up. And yeah, if not, then well, he'll be missed. Yeah, last time we continued to stoke the flames of the civil war between the two Fire Nation factions. Say that 5 times fast. Fire Nation faction, Fire Nation faction, Fire Nation faction. And yeah, today we're going to keep doing that. Decimate Akatsuchi's forces. And the third needs to retrieve Aragami souls. Yeah, basically since both sides are using Aragami that are being controlled, and they can't, well, their priests are having issues with controlling as many as they are doing. Basically by screwing with both sides, we are overloading their priests, because they need to rely more and more on Aragami, which leads to more free Aragami. So, yeah, whichever side ends up hurting most, we win.
Oh dear.
Let's go for this one. And go. And let's see. There's something not stream related. Alarm deactivation. Okay. Are they finally going to teach about the fact that you can deactivate those alarms almost 40 missions in? But yeah, apparently 4chan got hacked, and apparently it was so bad that the site just may be fucking gone.
I can't forget that that's a thing.
Yeah, because typically when you hear about 4chan, it's only due to, well, someone being up to shit. So, yeah. Good riddance, I guess.
Yeah, it has basically become a meme.
And not just a meme, it's also just an extremely toxic place. So, oh, right, yeah, I should probably sneak. There we go. I'm a bit amused that it took so long for them to even... Oh, we can't hang on to that. Okay. For them to even consider adding in a mission about deactivating these things. There we go. And yeah, we gain a few moments of invisibility now when we roll. So nice. Yeah, we can sneak around even better.
Actually, I wonder, when was this game's last update, and when did the company disband?
I'll need to look that up on the phone here for a second. Let's see. Where did I put... There I put Steam. Again, trying to be peaceful where possible. Just in case the game is indeed keeping track of my killed spare ratio. Yeah, that was the lurker.
You said kill to spare ratio, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I misheard or you misspoke. We can always look at this up later. For me, it sounded like you said from kilt to spare ratio.
Now, can lurkers wake people up? It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's a neat little detail. There we go. Toss you in there as well. And actually, for the last update, I'll need to check it on my PC here because I can't actually see my layer. I don't think I can actually see stuff like that on mobile. So let's see. When was the last patch or the last? The last update here was on March 7th, 2023, labeled Farewell, which is, yeah, on the disbanding. And let's see. And apparently the last patch was on August 12th, 2022. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I have a feeling.
they've been closed for about 2 years now.
Yeah, unless I'm mixing things up. It sounds almost like, yeah, they might not have enough time to fix all the bugs before they had to disband.
Yeah. Especially since that was basically 2 years after this game released. So, yeah, they didn't have too much time. Well, compared to what time other games get. Like, Vermintide 2 is almost a decade old now, and that has been getting patches up the wazoo. Then again, it's also a bigger company.
Yeah, and for all we know, the ones behind this game were been struggling on money and all that, so
Yeah.
it's a bit hard to get all the bug fixes done, but you may not be able to pay everyone.
Let's see. We've got an elite and a normal. And one guy with a massive headache. Actually, let me... If I drop him here, will they not notice him? They'll be hiding here. Might be a bit of a bad idea, since if they do notice...
I think you threw him a bit too hard into the wall.
Yeah. But they don't notice him, so that's all good for me. And yeah, I only just noticed that they actually wear those Aragami stones, or the essence ore, as a charm on their leg. Okay. Or I'm presuming that's what those are. It's basically the same color as the essence ore.
I'm surprised they don't hear the chains falling to the ground.
Yeah, in a more stealth realistic game, they probably would have. But yeah, not where I wanted to go. There we go. Actually, whilst we're here... Knock, knock. Okay.
Maybe they decided against it, since this game has been running well on stealth and behavior and all that.
Yeah, not the best. Like, they don't... The enemies aren't smart enough to notice, like, missing patrols and such. Like, Sumerian 6 did with the demo that we played. But it is still very nice. Let's see.
Yeah, and we will speak. Almost went German for some reason, or Swedish there.
Okay.
I think I want to say spela, which is play in Swedish. But yeah, we will play Sumerian 6
Someday. Still
someday.
need to buy it, of course. Let's see.
But yeah, perhaps we will put that on Wednesdays.
I could, yeah.
So, tomorrow will be catch up. The Fusters use the term the captain use.
The catch-up streams.
Careful there. Careful. But yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Maybe try to stream, do a catch-up stream of it, Hacker's Memory tomorrow.
Yeah, since we couldn't stream on Sunday. And let me see, there was some... Alright, yeah. A game that is apparently very good with all the stealth mechanics and how your enemy reacts to them is apparently Intravenous 1 and 2, which apparently were both made entirely by one guy in Poland or something.
Wait. What did you say it was called?
Intravenous.
I don't think I heard that one. And also, I just got a message from Derby.
No.
Let's see here.
Oh wait, that alarm's
Okay, they will not be able to join.
Okay.
They're gonna spend... Okay, I'm not gonna read out what he's saying here. I'm gonna just say it short. They're gonna spend time with their family member.
Okay.
No drama.
That's perfectly
It's not...
fine reason. Also,
Yeah,
hello in
it's
chat,
not-
Aurora.
Oh, hello, Roa. But yeah, it's not serious. They're just gonna spend time with family, have fun. So,
Okay.
yeah, they're gonna be busy having fun with the family. Nothing wrong with that.
And again, a perfectly fine reason to miss a stream. It's not like we demand presence or people's presence or such. Hello
Indeed,
there.
you're not overlords. Yet.
Okay, Lurker was apparently afraid of the bad touch there for a moment. Well, for which they have good reason, seeing as we keep kicking them in the nuts.
Wait, Lurker, you say... Wait, hold on, go back. I need to check something with that Lurker. I knew it. I bloody knew it. It's noon.
I don't think I've seen him lurk for a bit, but then again, the chatty program that I use to keep track of, well, chats, or at least people in chat, isn't exactly perfect, I believe.
Nothing is. But yeah, at least we have Aurora here with us today.
Yeah. Someone started to notice me.
You been good today, Aurora? Yes, I know, usually the captain that asks that. Holy that's a mask.
Yeah. Someone at the same height. A little bit of fall damage. Okay. I thought this one was going to be inside for some blasted reason. There was a lurker noticing me and deciding not to go lurk, instead to go active and look.
It looked like you were switching,
Damn it.
slicing through them at times.
Maybe.
Let's see. What?
We just both start to look at chat at the exact damn moment. Let's see. Aurora, hiya, I've been good. What about you? Doing pretty well myself as well.
Well, as well here.
Pretty decent day with work today. Let's see. No need to go knock this guy out. But yeah, one last bit on Intravenous. Maybe not the last exactly, but the main... You know how in a lot of games when you change the difficulty, all it really does is change the damage and the health multipliers and such?
Yeah.
Well, Intravenous is one of those games where it instead hamstrings the AI. Which is generally a sign that it is very good AI.
Yeah. Especially when they affect the AI's tactics, depending how difficult you want.
Yep. It's purple dye. Okay.
Nice. Also, I think I've been sloppy with my grammar there.
But yeah, another game that changes up how smart the AI is, to change its difficulty is the Metal Gear series. So yeah, I think that says that when a difficulty setting hamstrings AI instead of just changing around numbers, that is generally a sign that it is going to be very good. Not always, of course, but just more likely to be of higher quality. And yeah, the reason I'm talking about it is because I saw Seth with 2S, people who know. I saw them, they had made a video on the Intravenous, and yeah, from all I saw in that, it does look like a tough but also interesting game to maybe stream sometime. I did try a demo at one point of it, and oh, come on. But I just completely missed out. How did I not get fall damage there? Okay, I'll take it. But yeah, maybe the demo just wasn't too well made with explaining everything, or maybe I was just being impatient. But yeah, I didn't find that demo too interesting. But if I can get my hands in the game, I think I would give it another shot.
Yeah. Demos are a good thing, but they're not always easy to do. Either give away too much or too little. Or just right. You notice, I have noticed something that I feel like might be at risk of, especially if it keeps happening, just kill off demos completely.
Yeah, and go with quote-unquote prologues.
Oh, no, I'm talking about something worse. Something that Steam have on regular basis been cleaning up.
Oh?
Fake demos on Steam that are hidden things you don't want installed.
Of course.
Yeah, Steam,
Well,
luckily it's Valve and Steam that are quick to react. Like, as I understand, high security, and but even when something does break through, they're quick to react.
yeah, because they just do not want any of that on their platform.
Yeah, but it's still enough that they will feel that whenever there's a demo sale or something, yeah, I think at this rate people are just gonna avoid demos and complete at this rate.
I hope not, because it generally is a good way to give people an example of your game, and it's the moment I get near to them, huh?
Yeah, otherwise I guess they may end up having to reintroduce some form of Steam greenlit thing again.
Yeah, but that had its own vulnerabilities from the fact that, well, people can just pay people to greenlight to help greenlight their stuff. And yeah, when it's only $100 to get something onto this, into the greenlight program, then it's not much of a deterrent. I think. Where's the last one of these? There. I think it was an investigation at one point on Greenlight that showed that a lot of fake, not fake games, but a lot of that there was some sort of money laundering going on through it or something.
Oh, of course.
There.
But yeah. Maybe in the future they will end up doing something. Look, again, whenever they, as I said, whenever they have gone through, they're quick to fix it. This probably means also they are adding it for future reference.
Yeah.
So basically, with each attempt, they grew stronger. I hope.
Yeah.
But it's always an arms race. Another one with a hammer. Oh, mole?
Oop.
But yeah. here's to hoping that things gets better. What the?
We're hanging on by sheer determination.
Yeah, you really been messing with my brains. Within 20 minutes, you've been messing up my brain a lot. Let's see. First, with that, what's it called, that Venus thing again?
Intravenous.
Yeah, for some reason you made me think of a theme song for a commercial. I've not heard it in ages, but this theme song is stuck in my head again. And it's a brand.
Okay.
The Venus deodorant, I think. Like, I am Venus, and something like that.
Isn't that shaving things?
I think they did a lot of body health care things, like deodorant, shaving, and all that for women, like shaving legs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it might be deodorants and things you use to shave the legs with.
Okay. It's Aurora hanging by key.
Yeah, and with the wool hanging with determination on the tail.
I might stream that at some point, but I already know how the story goes. Have you seen any playthroughs of Undertale, or do you just mostly know the memes and such?
I've seen the playthroughs.
Okay, so then there's not much of a incentive to stream that instead. Maybe someday, but there's people out there who have already made much better playthroughs of that. And, well,
yeah.
half the reason I stream things is so you can experience them for not secondhand.
The Digimon I have experienced myself, but it's fun to experience it with you together and all that, since it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, while I would like us to stream Undertale on one day, there are definitely concerns with some of the boss fights.
Yeah.
Especially later on.
Okay, no Dervin voicing, so I shall. This village needs some cheering up. Simple enough. Okay. Well, let's buy it. Or craft it in this case. Okay. How does this look on certain things? Okay, that looks a bit demonic, but I still prefer the orange. Or the brown look instead. It really makes it look like it's carved out of wood or something. But that's just my opinion.
No. It looks like it's like carved of wood, but also polished.
Let's put this on for that. It's a small difference, but I still like it. Let's see.
I just realized something what you accidentally have done.
Oh?
Look at his clothes.
Yeah.
Can you at yours?
Okay, so yeah, I accidentally mirrored my own clothes a bit. Though the metal still looks different.
We can fix that always, but still. Behold! Hillyan the Ninja. Hillyan the Ninja? What?
Have you been watching the 90s DuckTales again? Because I'm pretty sure people get called Ninny in that quite a bit.
I think I just said something roll off the tongue easily, but I was meant to say Hillyan the Ninja, but Hillyan the Ninja? What? That's like I accidentally insulted you instead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, does it mean coward basically?
I think so. Also, I'm going to make a quick screenshot of this and with this, just to see what people think looks better. I personally like a little bit of contrast and having a slight difference between the clothes. But yeah, the thing with the thing with coloring is that it's, I think, generally advised to stick to like 3 or 4 different kinds at most. Because otherwise, stuff will start to clash. And
yeah, I agree.
Just decimate their bloody forces.
And it determines also what it is. Like, if you just close, then yeah, 2-3 colors, and also depends on what. Like, if I have a getup that's both armor and clothing, I can use 1 or 2 different colors for the clothing, but then I will use maybe 1 or 2 different colors for the armor, if it's metal or leather or something like that. For it would look weird if you have only 2 colors, or was 1 color, and included the metal in the same color. It would look weird. Again, depending on what color. Like if you're going to look like the Black Knight, then yeah, you're gonna be all black.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. Otherwise, I probably prefer like 1 or 2 colors for the clothing, and then 1 or 2 colors for the metal.
Yeah,
like
and
the
accenting and such.
Exactly, like one color for the main metal, and then 1 extra metal color for the accent, like some gilded parts. Hope I used the term correctly.
Yeah, gilded or plated, or not plated, with gold color added.
Yeah, here's the thing. When you see armor with some gold that looks like have gold decoration, that's likely, yeah, it is gold, yes, but that's gold that's been painted on, so it will provide some protection, but also looks nice, and also...
Actually, I think one way I just noticed, I think there's one thing on these advertisements here. Also, let me just slap that. I think there's one thing they never put in odd wording. So let me just go to moderation here. And I'm just going to block the site that they mention. There. Ads. Now that, hopefully that should just block every future, or most future case of that. Also, just perfect little screenshot moment here. Like, go to sleep.
Wait. Hold on. Are you telling me that it has been migrated the same site?
I think so. Go deal with you, just in case.
Oh, nice, that's you.
And yeah, when the mission said decimate their force, I thought more like kill them all again, but capturing 3 targets? That's a change of pace. Yeah, still a bit of an oddity with that, I'd say.
Are you saying them?
Let's see, that one's likely to get line of sight on me. I'm going to try and knock out as few as possible. I just picked that out of the crate. Can I? Yeah. Oh, come on, just a little bit short. Okay, he's going to turn around.
But yeah. Again, I would have gone with carrying them. It is gender neutral, but it's still in that fact that it's a person, something living you carrying.
Yeah.
It would make sense if it was a doll. I'm pretty sure this is not a doll.
Nope. Now be a doll and stay here for a bit as I go to knock out your co-workers. Okay. I'm trying to think of some possible examples of good costume design. And yeah, it's generally kept rather simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Like, you can see that in a lot of Naruto characters, I believe. It's mostly, again, 2-3 colors, some accenting, no overly I say no overcomplicating, but there are some pretty freaking fancy outfits in that.
Yeah, no, many anime does that rather well. And since I have drawn manga, all that, I also learned early on, like, I can draw very well, but then realized, okay, yes, this looks awesome, but this is gonna be hell. to replicate over and over if I were to make this into a comic character. To try to too much nice detail of armor and such. I realized, oh, this is gonna be pain.
Yeah, that reminds me actually something. The Dragon Ball manga, one of the reasons that they went with blonde hair for Goku as Super Saiyan, or white hair since it was black and white. Yeah, the reason that was they were tired of painting their entire hair black. Oh, I just almost accidentally stumbled onto you. Knock, knock. Oh, really?
Wait, hold on. You tell me his actual hair color is white?
Now in the manga, since it was, well, mangas are typically black and white and such, they just didn't want to keep filling in his entire head of hair every time. So that's why they changed it to a much lighter color, which they could just then display as white.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now I'm reminded of Dragon Quest again. And yeah, I will look at possibly streaming some of that stuff at some point, since, well, that and Dragon Ball had the same designer.
Same artist, same author.
Artist.
Oh yeah, I think there is both author and artist. Is the same person for both of them.
Yeah.
They probably have a team to help them out now.
Definitely. I am blanking on his name for a bit. Oh, he saw me carrying the body. Okay. Technically, I think I could just roll in and just punch him in the face. Okay, that's quite a bit of range. Huh. Odd. Also, knock knock. Or rather, knock 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 knock.
Who's there?
Two unconscious idiots.
Oh dear. Also, I just remember something from watching this Burning Swords now. I've seen some YouTubers recently try out flaming swords. And dispelled some conception. People thought, oh, if the sword is burning, that is just gonna close the wound and stop the bleeding.
Nope.
Nope. It's gonna, yes, it's gonna do burn damage, but it's gonna hurt.
Oh, I didn't notice that one of the guys I got earlier was...
It will do so much damage and so much pain that it actually will be terrifying.
There we go.
I probably also will guess it will probably even count as a war crime. Since being caught by a searing hot burning sword that doesn't burn enough to instantly close the wound, just a lot of pain. So much pain that if you do get caught, yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you are not gonna be able to fight proper.
That's a bit of... This guy's going to be a bit of a problem, so let's move him somewhere completely different.
Yep, and what were you to say that I accidentally interrupted you?
I got interrupted by that idiot waking up, I think. But yeah, I do want to stream a Dragon Quest game at some point in the future. We'll just have to figure out, well, which one. And yeah, the only one I've played so far has been like Dragon Quest Joker for the DS, which got a sequel. But we'll just have to see what. And let's see. Aurora is semi-AFK making pancakes. Which type?
Thin or thick?
Apple, banana, or bacon? Or yes to all the above?
You know there's chocolate pancakes as well, right?
True, but I've never actually had one of those before. So maybe I should possibly rectify.
don't.
No.
At least the 2 times for 2 different people I have them, they've been rather... How to describe this? Yeah, that is like chocolate, but it just feels off.
Like you're trying to eat chocolate syrup?
No, the chocolate syrup is a taste actually, but it's more like... Kind of gives a weird texture, I guess?
Okay.
Like a weird texture, and... I guess you could say it tastes like... cheap chocolate? If that makes sense? Like, it doesn't taste great, but doesn't taste bad, but due to the pancake, it actually gets weird. It just... I guess you could say you can eat it, you can feel it is edible, but you feel weird from eating it. It just feels like it's something you... What?
Strange.
Yeah, just feels strange. Just like they don't match in that format.
Let's see.
And
Just
let's
checking
see.
if it showed how many collectibles we've picked up in this area yet, which it doesn't.
Aurora has replied. Finn.
Okay. So it's not Aku pancake, so it's not extra thick.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, the chocolate pancakes I had, they were a bit thicker than the normal thin ones I'm used to, but they were not like the American ones either.
Yeah, the ones that are like half an inch thick or something.
Yeah. So this was maybe like twice as thick as your normal thin one, I guess. This is probably also why the texture goes weird for... Yeah, I still had the chocolate glass, but also kind of gooiness or something. Just... Yeah, I probably not gonna eat them again. I mean, glad I add chocolate syrup to ice cream on pancake. Fine, that works fine. But when you add the chocolate into the pancake batter and cook it, something goes wrong there.
And then... I need to check things up. One bit of advice I have heard is to try yogurt in the batter instead of milk. Greek yogurt specifically, and hello. The moment I'm not actively looking for these, I find one. Kasai leggings. Okay.
Alright. Also heresy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making pancakes a more common thing for me for like breakfast. Just make a large batch of batter and just, well, make a few... Oh, come on, I accidentally stood up.
Oh dear. Nope. I think I heard that some pancakes gets extra good if you make the batter, leave it in the fridge overnight, then use it for breakfast.
Okay.
I think I heard that in some movies and other people say that. Sorry, what?
The one who mostly got me on the idea of trying to make pancakes more was Liz, because they typically make pancakes for breakfast.
Yeah.
Nope, you're going to find my captive. Or my kidnapping targets, or actually not. Okay. Yeah, your face is wrong. There.
That's a mask.
Oops. I didn't need to... Does that count as a kill? Yeah, that counts as a kill. Okay, no kills. Okay.
Wait, can you do that again?
I'm not going to throw this guy over the edge.
No, not him, the old one.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk that. He's behind the wall, so I can go by safely. Okay. Wait, why is there an extra one there now? Does that mean that there are 4 targets to capture? Because one of the... At least one of these is a portal. Also, hello, Warden.
Oh dear.
Pick that out.
So be a bit quickly, just gonna throw away some seeds. I just ate an apple and... Yeah. I ate a whole apple except the stick and seed. Don't take that out of context.
There.
Oh, for love of...
What?
Bro.
Okay. I am a bit curious of how many more levels we have to go with this game.
400.
No. I kind of want to look it up just to know how many more there are going to be, but on the other hand, I don't want to spoil myself on how close we may or may not be towards the end.
Yeah.
Actually, since we had one already, may as well. There we go. There.
You do that when I'm lowering my own guard.
Oh, right, I remember now something that I was going to ask, or rather more specifically wanted to ask Aurora, but I'll do that when we're back at the village to see what their opinion is on the change to between purple and blue on the clothes. Okay, there has to be another target in here then. Yeah, there. Okay, does that mean that other one, that other marker, is also a portal? Or am I correct in that there are more targets than there is required?
Maybe? Also, I noticed a potential animation error.
No.
Yeah, the scope things they have on the shoulders, or what do you call them?
Cauldrons?
No, not the pauldrons. I know what a pauldron is. The clove parts. They were... What were they pointing up? Not the shoulder... The clove part. That kind of looks like a scarf.
Okay.
Even said scarf thing. And yet you see pauldron?
I'm trying to focus on remaining somewhat stealthy here. There. Okay. You won a one-way flight to hell.
This time I was ready.
Nobody's watching. And now you aren't watching either.
Yeah, look how you carry him now.
Yep.
Look, don't let that cloth look a little bit weird.
Okay, now I see, yeah. The little dangly bits have been, they forgot to use the softener in the wash.
Go!
Okay, I'm going to likely need to knock out one of them here to get through.
I just remember something from one of
not.
the games I've been playing today. Which I told you about before, that's from a Dutch developer. You used to learn magic from tombs. Books, you know?
Tomes, not tombs are well, burial places.
Yes. Tomes, yes, thank you, tomes. And some expansions back, they added a tome with a very interesting name. I think you can get what kind of magic it involves.
Shadow. Also,
the
for which
Tome
game
of
are you talking?
Tentacles.
Yeah, of course. Which
of
game
Wonders.
do you mean here? Age of Wonders.
Age of
Okay.
Wonders 4. Yes, if you summon tentacles out
Nope.
of the field, as well as a unit called the Constrictor?
Okay,
Is
for a
that
second I
just- you can
thought
say-
you said a unicorn called the Constrictor, which would be a very weird beast.
No, not what I meant. But there are unicorns in the game as well. Oh yeah. There are some kind of cultists that replace the arms with tentacles and they take a role as a pole arm unit. They can pull other units and impale them.
That's just money down there.
And of course, all the constrictors there's look like they are hooded women with one of those one-piece swimsuits.
Okay.
Some kind of bondage thing going on.
Dominatrixes? Is that the word you're looking for?
Almost that way, but still not close. I would say they look kinky if it's not due to the whole how they walk around rather like they're possessed, and they will massive tentacle arms. This kind of remove their sex appeal, I would say. It's good. The
some.
ears looks more. What?
To some. Some people would be into that. Because
You're
humans are
right.
fucking weird.
Yeah, for me, they just looks more unsettling.
And Chronicler's waiting for us. The leader is waiting for you. He wants to talk in private. Meet him behind the pagoda. Okay. But first we're going to look at pants. We are going to be Mr. Ninja Fancy Pants. Or Mr. Fancy Ninja Pants.
Thank you for another flashback from Funkadoodle. How do you
Let's-
spell chauffeur? Chauffeur. Oh, look at fancy pants magic. I butchered that.
Kasai leggings. These greaves are more fit to a warrior than an assassin. And legacy trousers. Footwear are meant to walk a path of shadows.
Alright.
Is that maybe supposed to be similar to the first Aragami, perhaps? Actually, no, that the basic gear looks a lot like the base Aragami gear. Actually, not that much. We were... Anyway, I'm sticking to the Kitsune trousers. Yeah. Aurora, you around at the moment? Because... Great, it's always time for his fans. Okay. Which of these, if you are around, which of these would you say looks better? With the purple or the blue? I could go either way. They are pretty close to each other. But I think the purple adds a little bit more contrast to everything. So yeah, I'm going to stick with that for a bit more. And technically, it's my colors but reversed, because I have the purple inside. Also, this is not behind the pagoda. The time has come, warrior. You will carry out the mission that will change the future of the valley. Naturally, this conversation is private. No one can know what we talk about here. Looks around for any stranglers. Stragglers. Your work so far has been excellent. Relations between Akatsuchi and Nensho are worse than ever. The use of soul-filled essential ore is spreading more and more. And our souls are slowly coming back to us. But we still face an obstacle. Akai. Despite the tensions, Akai insists on following the diplomatic path with Nubo. Your task is to threaten his life. But you should not kill him. If Akai dies, Nobu will end up taking control of Akatsuchi. No. It would be like giving wings to the devil. Mission is a farce. Akai needs to believe that his brother wants to kill him. Not even Akai can remain silent in the face of such an insult. For the Kurotsuba clan and Rashomon Valley. Warrior, this mission is the spark that will make everything go boom. Okay, a simple mission, they call it. I get the feeling it's going to be a lot more than that. Oh, hello there. Have you met with Lady Kakashi? Not Kakashi. Takatashi. Apparently I've got Naruto on the brain now. I haven't been able to speak to him in days. We used to talk all the time. But these last days he seems changed. I'm worried about all that's happening. Be careful, Aragami. Yeah, as much as this is playing into our hands by playing both sides against each other, we are, well, leading to more collateral damage as well. And yeah, if it blows up, it can blow up in our faces as well.
Indeed. Also, just told you to be careful. And instantly you almost got pushed around by an NPC.
Okay, Akatsuchi Palace. A simple mission. The details of the mission are confidential. And we get the homeward seal. That sounds like something to teleport back to a portal. That'll be useful just getting out.
Yeah, also, he said he wants you to make sure he thinks his brother wants to kill him.
I'm pretty sure he actually wants to kill him outright.
Yeah, I was
against the Kai.
Yeah, I want to say that. I'm pretty sure we want them to realize that instead of making him think.
Yeah. Okay, entirely new area. And a bit poorly actually, we are just on the outskirts, so of course it looks a bit poorly defended. Let's see. Something up there. Yep. Okay, just a levitating golden statue for decoration. Let's see.
Okay.
Since we are in the heart of the Empire, does that mean we're also going to find a new enemy, perhaps? Okay. That way, over there.
Oh, wait, look up. Look up.
Oh, red moon. Or not red, but becoming red.
I would say, that looks like a screenshot. Like with the pagoda, the moon. I just realized where it looks familiar. Haven't this feels like something we have seen in many movies.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, I've been... At work, I've taken to sorting the movies alphabetically when there is nothing else to do, which has led me to finding a few noteworthy examples within them, like Men in Black, Bad Boys.
Oh, Bad Boys! I'm still surprised they made a new Bad Boy movie.
As a third one, right?
Oh, was it fourth? I'm unsure. It's very new. I saw a lot of trailers for it, but I heard no one speak about it, and I haven't heard anyone speak seeing it or if it's good at all.
It might not have been then.
Either that or the people I know just either are unaware or not interested in it.
Okay, this makes sense defensively to have like only one narrow path leading towards your headquarters. Makes it easy to defend.
Think about it. Many YouTubers I watch usually end up talking about some. Oh yeah, there's a new movie of that's coming out after all these years, or something like that. But for Bad Boys, I haven't heard anyone, even amongst YouTubers, speak about that.
I think it was a few years back or something. I might be completely wrong on that. But it could be that instead of just being bad, it was just not noteworthy at all.
I'm trying to remember if it was last year or something that came out. It was 2023 or 2024. Sorry, what?
This doesn't look... I don't think this is the way that we really should be going, but I see some gold to collect, so I'm going to go grab that. Actually, there's no real reason for me to do that.
Quite a pirate. I mean privateer. I see.
Okay, it looks like this is the way to go.
Oh.
Yoink. You can just grab a few extra goodies along the way. Or not. Closed door. Okay. Let's see.
I need to blow my nose.
I'm going to sneak... I am trying to be extra sneaky here to, well, play the role of an actual assassin who wouldn't just go absolutely murdering everything along the way. Plus, it's a nice change of pace to try and be extra sneaky.
What about this about being extra sneezy?
Sneaky.
What about sneakers?
Actually, that would make for a good pun in a parody game. A game got unselected. For just an equipment item that makes you more stealthy. Just equip a pair of sneakers.
Oh dear. Pair of squeakers.
What's that over there? That looks a bit too big to just be a coin pouch. I think that's a
Yes,
blueprint.
people, I'm pulling the captain's legs. Or peg leg.
Legacy hood. Okay, that might give us a bit more of a clue of what they mean with legacy.
Also, I just realized something. I'm not sure. Did you ever show your model fully?
Don't think so actually. Not that there's much to see below the belt.
Yeah.
Not in a way that's supposed to say that there's no pants or anything like that.
Yeah. I think I seen the rest of the model. I just not sure it was on stream or just before stream. Doing one of your moves of why is the model not showing?
Probably off stream, I think, but not that there's much to see. Just a pair of jeans.
Wait, you're wearing jeans?
Yeah.
What kind of pirate wear? Well, more than
Comfy
pirates might
kinds.
maybe jeans. No, actually, would jeans really be good for sailors?
And they should give a decent amount of grip. And that's another blueprint. Kasai armor. Okay. Now, let's go deal with Akai instead of Sakai. If we can find an open window or such. Pretty high up here, actually.
Sakai?
Yeah, that's from the armor.
That's Kasai.
Yeah, close enough. Okay. This is absolutely going to go wrong. Stop now. Oh. I know what you came to do here. You cannot afford to enrage him even more. He feels all our actions. He wishes to restore his power and finish what he started. Are you talking about Akai? Let's run before it's too late. We'll find you in the gardens. Let's do something first. There's no time for doubts. Trust me. Go before he awakens. Okay, so it technically did go wrong, but not in the way I was expecting. I don't think our leader is going to be... Where are all the soldiers? Hold on a second. Okay, I was thinking that the change in their actions might have been from, well, recovering from their self-doubt in a way that was a lot more aggressive. But maybe it's the fact that he's being controlled. Also, hello in chat, unplug me already. Lady Miyoshi is the best. Okay, someone has a fan.
Oh dear, hello. Okay, this is a first.
Let's see. I think Akai, or whatever Miyoshi was talking about, has indeed awakened. And if there is one big bad I can think of when it comes to Japanese mythology... Hello? Okay, I was half expecting a snake to pop out there. Are you Akai? This belongs to me. Got soul, great power. 100 years ago, I promised myself no one would ever suffer again. I condemned you. I finished what I didn't finish before. Bloodbath, a brave new world will arise. You will not ever cause pain again. Well, I thought at least I'd try. Wait, that emblem around the neck. Okay, now we've got zombies.
Yeah,
We've seen that symbol before. It's from the Shadow Empire. Okay, not to target those things. I thought we'd have to go for, like, the source of whatever's powering them, but okay, that's a bit more than 5. Let's see, unplug me already. I love this game. It took me and my brother 2 years on and off to finish. Mainly because we stuck at stealth. Well, we have something in common then.
Yeah, do you have gotten way better since first time we streamed it so many years ago? Oh, but we showcased this one.
Yeah. We showcased Aragami. Did we showcase this one or Aragami 1?
We played Aragami 1 and we showcased this one.
Yeah, now we're dealing with zombies. To be honest, I was expecting freaking Orochi to show up, like the eight-headed snake. Now,
I think that will take offense to that.
And, okay, we just need to kill them. No saving. Oh, they're already dead. So technically, we're just releasing them. Also, just in case, Unplug, no spoilers. This is my first playthrough of this, so I'd rather not get spoilers. Okay.
Yeah. We played the first one twice. The first time was not was played on Twitch, but wasn't uploaded to YouTube. But we recently played the first one again, and that one was uploaded to YouTube. This one will also be uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. And he's just staring at a rock. Nope. Even more of them.
Roast me, Captain. What's the difference between a rock and a stone?
the order in which dwarves call them out when they go mining.
Well, you tried.
Aragami 1 was great too, just a little slower paced and more methodical in my opinion. Yeah, this... hello there. It's very... yeah, some people of course would complain that this one is a lot more action-packed than Aragami 1, which of course it's their right to not like that, but I do like the differences. Very dodgy. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I am very much not built for combat.
Yeah, I don't like they have given you options to choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
With the other one, you could still do stealth kills and all that. But here you can be a little bit more aggressive. But you still need to be smart about it.
Yeah. Let's see, unplug. No worries, I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. A rock is a form of music, a stone is a form of age. Okay, that works as well. But yeah, again, that necklace, that was of the Shadow Empire. I'm forgetting the name specifically, but yeah, that's the name. That was the emblem of the Shadow Empress's nation.
Very likely.
And here I was actually thinking we were basically going to get no combo or no link backs to the first game, or not too many actually.
Wait.
Go.
Is he who I think it is?
I think it might be the Aragami of the first game, if that's what
Either
you're
that,
thinking.
I think either him or the other one that manipulated the Shadow Empress.
That would also make sense, yeah. Okay, for a second there I thought he vanished into the wall. Okay, let's try and fight at least one of these.
He's a rotting corpse, not a go. Never mind, here he goes. Run away! Bramble, run away! Also, levitating rocks. This is. It took us a second game before we saw these.
Yep.
Oh, there's something in the chat.
Yep, wrong button. Okay, let's finish you. Let's see. Yeah, my first ever run was completely non-lethal, which is why it took 2 years. So were you guys ever fans of the Tenshu games? I know I've heard of them. I think the first one of those was on the PlayStation, as in the PlayStation 1. I think I've seen Josh Strife Hayes do a review of that, of one of his Was It Any Good one. But yeah, I've actually never played those myself.
I haven't played them either, and I think I heard of them now and then, but never in proper context. Like, just someone say, oh, this is like a Tenshu game. I mean, you're sitting there, sitting in my bed, watching YouTube and wonder, what's Tenshu game? And they don't expand on it, they go, alright. So, I wouldn't know it by name, but any detail? Nope.
If I remember correctly, it was an old ninja, an old ninja game. There we go. Even more, it's useless to resist. Your people's demise is just a matter of time. I'm curious as to who the hell this is. And Miyoshi obviously noticed or knows something about them. Is this Akai or someone pretending to be Akai?
Or one of Akai's servants?
We haven't seen those, what looked like lieutenants from the start of the game in a long, long while. So maybe they're going to show up more. Let's see, these are not going to be close enough for a double kill. Or... Oh, they were for a second there. I just missed the window.
Well, when he made his entry, or what was about to, I was wondering, are we gonna fight? He could turn that pool into a hot spring or something?
Let's see, unplug. Yeah, it was. There's quite a few of them. They didn't age too well, but they are very good if you can get over the tank control. And I got distracted there for a second. Actually, let's try one of these. Try blocking that, motherfucker. I completely forgot I had those. Okay.
I'm not surprised.
These. No, Shadow Pole. Another one I completely forgot that I have. That's something with me with these types of games. I keep forgetting what toys I have, huh? There. I think this is a bit more than a bong. This is more like a shish kebab. There we go.
You have failed.
Better?
Maybe. There. Okay. It is nice to be able to just, well, literally cut loose again.
Oh, dear gods, really?
And while we're at it, we might as well sever their life force. Yep. That one's stuck in the pits. Not anymore. Okay. There we go. It's useless to fight against his hordes. I missed this last part of that. Oh, this has been moving closer now, it seems. Nope. Stop now. It's too late. Finally understand. It will be turned to ashes. Takatsuchi's fire will die out with you. Oh, crap.
Aragami. Washomarushini. Owami sheriyinito watatsu akachide starukado. Waru komitani toru majikoshi. Ta sono motaru wo to owano gado waka. Undra ayo to suisari kurusu. Temore seline wa misare no toshi owayade. Su staruka okombayo. Soro soro kuo tokoro to Aragami no bija.
Jai wa kotorata.
Watamaru mashuni.
Oh. Okay, Lucky.
全生はすぐ焼く
Shut up!
Okay, so that's from the first game.
An older one, I guess.
ガードダニアどうかティドヌ
Watamiri the Koto!
Well, so much for a simple mission, huh?
Not so simple at all.
8 collectibles,
Not so
okay.
simple at all.
Level 20. Okay, and now the story is really moving forwards. That is one complaint that I will still level at this game a bit. It does take a long time to get going.
Yeah, bloody heck, but it does. Ooh.
Chapter 6 complete. Let's see, unplug. Oh, I do that all the time. I forever forget what toys I have, or I save them for just in case, and I completely forget to ever use them all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get the feeling Katashi was being controlled.
I feel the tremor of an armor getting closer. What dog path have you followed on your warrior's way?
Let's see, healing.
When the enemy notice your presence, it will be too late.
Okay, I'm tempted to save up for this one, but this one would just be a good boost overall. And yeah, they had me there with the bait and switch for a bit.
Ooh.
Okay.
三好
Lady Miyoshi leapt after you. Where is she?
だ
Tell me.
見え
No.
見え
No, please, tell me it's not true. I can feel a weird emotion in the air. I'm terrified by that feeling. Whilst you're here, Unplug, which do you think looks better? The purple here? Or the blue like this? I think the purple adds a little bit more contrast to it. But I can see people saying to go with default blue to keep the coloring a bit simpler. Definitely not going orange with this.
They like purple.
Okay, that's 2 votes for purple then. Forge's
Wait,
fire
what?
burns today stronger than ever. Well, my vote and their vote.
でいいの
What happened? Okay, let's have a look at these. It's like it's armor from the first Aragami. Hood of a legendary hero. The runes on its back shine with great power. 5,000. Okay. And well, that's just plain armor. Originally an Akatsuchi design, now adapted to the necessities of an assassin. And one of these days I'm going to have to change this blade up as well. I'm kind of thinking this one just because it has a little flourish on the end. But it is very expensive. Wielded by a legendary hero, bringing balance between light and darkness. Oh, that must be the the first Aragami again. Yeah, it sucks that we can't move this around, so we can't get a better look at it. Let's go with this one. Okay. And I'm terrified by that feeling. Okay. Let's see. Anything specific for... Let's go with... Actually, what is the base color on that? It's a little... Okay, that we can go with that. Let's see. The base color is black. I think the brown works as a sort of faux bronze. And have a little purple flourish at the end of it. I think that works. Okay. Anyone else to talk? Someone over there, the chronicler likely. But yeah, I think I was thinking there was like a freaking eldritch god or something whose soul was sealed in with the essence ore as well, but no. It's more like they were worming their way into it to control our Aragami. At least that's what I'm thinking. Valley is shaking. I've heard rumors of a new danger. Tell me, what happened? Okay. Still got this generic stuff? We will defeat our enemies, yeah. Let's see. Unplug. I do love the kabuki masks in this game too. Reminds me of the ones in co-op Ghost of Tsushima. That's another game I'd need to stream at some point. Yeah, personally my favorite so far is the kitsune mask like this. Especially with brown, which makes it look like it's carved out of polished woods. Support item. Summons a portal. Not only 900, it's quite a bit, but let's take that, yeah? And another boomstick. Okay. Our captive has something to gab about. Okay. Times are finally changing. Of course. Wait, I'm highly tempted to try and get my hands on a sort of mask like this in real life.
Shadow.
What happened, warrior? The valley is unsettled.
Ta.
Report, quick.
Asa.
Oh dear gods. I understand now the weird news coming from all corners of the valley. An army of dead in Aragami. Is Tsubuyaku really that powerful? Lady Miyoshi tried to talk to me about her dreams and visions. I thought she was raving. If only I'd listened to her. Lady Miyoshi sacrificed herself for us. We will honor her memory. The protection seal she made will let us go on. Rashomon Valley needs us. We will help everyone that asks for help. We should contain the advance of Tsubuyaku's hordes. And we'll find a way to stop him. Go, fight and win, warrior. Innocent lives are at stake. Okay, so he wasn't being controlled, or not directly, manipulated, but not controlled. Let's see. Unplug. I hate that guy. He doesn't even give you anything for talking to him. And everyone else gives you gold. But then again, if he kept paying us for talking with him, I'd ask where the hell he keeps getting the gold from. Like, would we be giving a prisoner an allowance, basically? Okay. Protect the people 1 and 2. Tsubuyaku, creator of the Aragami, has awakened and has risen an army of the dead and possessed Aragami. Stop its advance and help those in need. Okay, I think we can do one more mission before we have to call off the stream.
Yeah.
True, he is captive after all. And yeah, it would be cool to have one of those on the stand. Tsubuyuku's hordes. Resurrected Akatsuchi or Nensho units under the influence of Tsubuyaku. They possess enhanced strength and vitality and capabilities, as well as superior perception. Okay, we weren't the only one playing both sides. In fact, they were playing all 3 sides. And wait, we can listen in on them? Okay, I thought they'd basically be like mindless undead hordes, but no, they are actually intelligent. Huh. I wonder what their conversations are going to be like. Are they going to be complaining about, dude, it sucks to be dead? Also, does it technically count as killing them if they're already dead anyways? Technically, I'd be doing them a favor.
Yeah, I was curious, but you would technically call that?
I guess the closest thing would be laying to rest.
Yeah, reinterest, and there's another term I guess could work, but I think I heard it more within the vampires, like Word of Darkness.
Final death?
Yes, granting them final death or true death. And from our guest here, you be undeading them.
So are we bringing them to life? What's this? Crimson. Okay. So likely a darker red?
Crimson Thunder?
No.
I'll be surprised if anyone gets that reference.
Oh, it's the refugees here. Is there someone there? Would you bring us something to eat? We haven't eaten for days.
I may be wondering,
Nope.
that was a Hammerfall reference. If I'm right, Crimson Thunder is a character in the songs.
There. Okay, I like how their armor is broken as well.
Oh dear.
Okay, so get food as well.
Oh, I remember we talked about this last game that we noticed about life essence. I was wondering, so there's probably death as well? But we didn't see any death essence. But
here
I
we are
gotta
now.
guess. Here's the thing. When life essence was used, you saw green energy. And she used also green energy for she was a life essence priest.
Yeah, this is basically the perversion of life essence magic.
Yeah, in the last game we saw a certain alchemist draw life essence from some trees and such to mutate them and just drain them of life. So I guess there's two coins of life essence. The good side, you could call it the good side, and the one where you rip the life out of something.
Yeah. Speaking of, they could use a bit of life essence. But yeah, now things are going to now things are getting more interesting again. Come on, bear.
Yeah, like we put one supernatural, well, basically supernatural being in the last
Everyone
game.
noticed that.
But here we actually fighting undead soldiers now as a ninja.
Let's see. I think that broke line of sight. Yes. Okay. Well, we did see during in the cutscenes while we were looking through those that there was an enemy called Necromancer, but I was expecting that to basically be like among the Nensho forces that in their desperation for power they'd basically be perverting nature to make more units for them. But no, it's the third faction, the undead faction.
Oh dear.
No actual need to go this direct way. Let's see. Unplug. Yeah, but don't forget, you two are kind of undead. In the first, you are described as a vengeful soul. True.
True. Maybe just
Sort of, yes. Okay, just going to hang around for a bit. Okay, I need to find a moment to grab that. Let's see.
Oh, you hang in there by the nails?
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna...
Wait for these.
Oh, reminds me of something I saw from a video the other day. Probably, yeah, it was the same.
You didn't bother to pick this idiot up.
Oh dear God. Yeah, I think it was one of those, that video about painful to see images, and yeah, someone had drawn the picture of someone actually doing something wrong. That what the pointy fingernails is. I think I can guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm curious how intelligent these undead are going to be. Beyond, well, being able to chase us around.
well, eavesdrop or conversation among enemies.
Yep. Where is the last bit of food? Somewhere that way, I'm guessing.
You're not getting my apple. I'll eat it. Yeah. How to speak with Johnny at the same time?
There.
Read the shot, Captain.
Yeah, someone did skip finger day. Well, if the Aragami ever gets a girlfriend, they'll be very pleased. Oh. Yep. Okay, these are actually Akatsuchi. Okay. I thought it was all the hordes. Okay. Unplug our girlfriend. Okay, that explains the listening in a bit better, since we aren't just listening to zombie growls. In the news, they keep counting the dead by the hundreds. And every new dead will rise to fight against us. If this keeps going, Akatsuchi will soon fall.
I think I saw some clove error there.
I do wonder if there is if Miyoshi turned us away because there is a connection between Akai and this guy, Rhyme, or if he was just going to show up there anyways.
Unsure. And hello again, Aurora.
Welcome back, Aurora.
Let's see something here. Yeet.
Because I threw the body. There we go. I think this invisibility from rolling could probably be abused because it breaks line of sight, and because of that, it breaks their suspicion accumulation as well. So maybe as long as I don't get too close to targets, I might just be able to just roll on through, as long as I have stamina to roll with, which isn't too much. I think I can get like 4 rolls in before I need to stop and recharge.
Damn you, Captain.
What?
Rolling. It's stuck in my head now.
What about Roland from Borderlands? What about them?
Where?
Because it sounds close to Roland.
Oh, I mean Roland.
We lost touch with the capital, but Akai is resisting in the palace. Okay. So
Wait.
yeah, this has turned from a ninja game into a a zombie apocalypse game.
I just realized a flaw they're doing here. They may camp in a graveyard.
Yeah, when the dead are rising. And yes, maybe we should just roll with it. Unplug.
Oh, no. Let's remember, I actually did something in this style-ish in Age of Wonders 4.
No.
In
Zombies
one
or
of
the
these-
ninjas?
Both. Thanks to one of the DLCs, the first one, called Dragon Lords, I think, I made along with all of the DLCs, I made I guess you call it Asiatic, East Asian Dracolich.
Heard the
And he
hordes
had
of
an undead
Daedalus
army.
controlled slaves. Read about it. Keep your wits or you won't live to see the next day. Okay. Back to the refugees. There we go.
I was only able to finish the campaign though, for a lot of things went wrong. The combo with that faction I made, you basically can create your own faction there, a bit different culture and all that. It was something.
Okay. Let's see. Nobody here. Need to go that way instead. Okay, kind of went the wrong way. Also, I just realized this is the militia village that got destroyed.
Oh, you just now noticed.
Yep.
Oh dear. Also, for people wondering, Rolling, Rolling, I don't remember the rest of the song. It's a very old song by now.
I'm pretty sure most of what everyone remembers about it is that single part of it.
Yeah, for
Back?
it got memed.
Slide the foot under the door and leave, please. We don't want any more trouble. Okay.
Wait, what kind of food do we slide under it?
Pancakes.
You give them Aurora's pancakes?
Yes. Now I'm kind of curious what. Actually, I know what. I know what Japan's take on pancakes are. It's okonomiyaki, which are very good if you can spend the time to make the batter and such for it.
I never heard of it.
I think I might have described it a few times, but yeah, it's basically like I think it's basically called a hearty. 14 minutes exactly. A hearty pancake, rather thick, like an inch thick, but you can just stick whatever you want in there. The batter is typically made with cabbage and something else as well, and yeah, you can just stick whatever you want in there, like steak, fish, yeah, and then there's also other topics that goes on top of it, like what is the name of it again? Japanese mayonnaise. I'm blanking on the name. Kewpie, I think. Kewpie. Just more spicy and a bit more sour than normal mayonnaise. Then again, I'm comparing it to European mayonnaise. Let's see. Aurora, I suppose so, yeah. Okonomiyaki could be it. Though in Japan, you have crepes as well, French for pancake, that are essentially the Western sweet pancake. Yeah, I was thinking about bringing it up at some point as well. And
Also,
Crimson Dye.
Look up higher up on the chat there.
It's unplug. Flat pack food. It's IKEA style. Of course.
I haven't been... Actually, I don't think I've ever been to IKEA.
Give me... Okay, but just getting informed of something. Let's see. We have received a distress message from a group of refugees that are hiding from two versus hordes. It's our duty to help them. Okay.
I guess you're gonna censor out that later. Also, for those that's not apparent, I'm Swedish. And I've not been to IKEA. I have some IKEA furnitures, but I wasn't there when they bought them.
Let me make a quick note of the time. Of course, I just realized that the pen I was using the most I took along to work now. Luckily, I have a backup. Let's see. 1, 4, 5. I did mute myself for that, so I might not need to cut that out.
You did not mute yourself.
I muted myself on OBS, so you would have still heard it, yeah? But stream would not.
Oh, okay.
Blow strong, if you will, with ring flowers lay so still. Gentle autumn breeze. Rest in peace, Lady Miyoshi. Yeah. Being fully honest with you, Unplug, I did not trust Miyoshi at all when we first met her. For some reason, I convinced myself that she looked exactly like Yamiko or something, and I was expecting her to backstab us at any moment. That she'd turn out to be like, well, Yamiko resurrected. I think there still might be a connection, but
Actually, I
not
noticed
too
something
sure.
weird. Like, in other cutscenes, we've seen her talk with her lips moving. But here, was she talking to us telepathically?
I don't think so.
For her lips were not moving at all this time.
Yeah, that's a lot darker here. Let's see.
Well, I think crimson usually is dark red.
Yeah, but on the rope it looks exceptionally dark, I'd say. What exactly is getting changed here? Up there, the rope's down there. Not much of a change there. Let's go with brown there as well to make it fit with the words and over here.
Oh, apparently you were not the only one who made that mistake.
Let's see.
Read the chat,
To be
Captain.
fair, actually, Yamiko was like the only female character in the first game. Actually, one of two. So, yeah, I wouldn't.
Free?
It's 3.
The one with the bow, and
Yeah.
the sidekick, and the one that you follow
yeah,
you around.
from the DLC. I'm still curious if we'll see anything from them as well. But yeah, let's see. Unplugged. Me and my brother had the same idea too. We both instantly decided she was Yamiko incarnate. Okay, nice to have this crimson, but I don't really think it adds anything. Oh, someone has something to say up here. Tsubuyaku has absorbed our souls. If we defeat him, we'll recover them and get our humanity back. We need to find him and finish him before his hordes wipe out the valley. This is our chance. But how will we fight him? Any Aragami that goes near ends up being controlled. Well, I guess we better go develop the sniper rifle then. Or just a big freaking ballista. That finally lurks. I can feel pain in the air. Something glorious is coming. Yeah, this guy is just insane.
An insane artist.
Come on, warrior. Is it true what they say? Lady Miyoshi sacrificed herself for us? I think in part they might have intentionally made... I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison, but I think it was her look that had me think that she was Yamiko reincarnated or something, but that might have been intentional to get people to dislike her, then grow to trust her, but still suspect she might be up to something, only to then, well, pull the rug from underneath us. I cannot believe it. I can almost hear her in the distance. Lost a friend today. No. You've been taken from me. The world only takes the innocent from us. Maybe it's the freedom from the curse. Okay, one last one. Though, to be honest, as with many games, shows, and everything else, as long as we don't see a corpse, it's not confirmed. And even then, like half the time, they turn up alive anyways.
Oh. She meant so much for the village. Wisdom, might, kindness, and friendship. The warrior's path does not prepare you for moments like this.
Also, just a detail that I just find hilarious. Just the wrinkles on his mask.
Oh yeah. Or those, yeah, the look at the
Those are
mix.
forehead.
The cracks over wrinkles. I thought you were focusing on the shirts on the wall.
Since when? I'm not even going to. Yeah, they have some great masks.
Yeah, I thought you were going to make a Hawaiian shirt joke or something.
And now I'm just picturing an Aragami after the game deciding, fuck it, I'm going to Florida. Hawaiian shirt. Actually, no, to Hawaii.
There we go.
News flies. Lady Miyoshi's loss is so sad.
Miyoshi.
We're definitely living through times that will change history forever.
Rashomonka.
The valley is shaking. I've heard rumors of her new...
No.
Tell me what happened. Didn't he just he repeated what he said previously there, I think.
Wait, why did you start a mission?
Oh, right, only it's probably more than contact, so... Yeah, that was out of habit, basically. Can I... abort? Then if I return to game from here, will it put me immediately into the mission? Let's check that out. Or, since it says abort, I think it will kick us back to the village after that. Let's see, unplug. The one you can buy new gear off. She has the goggles and I love it. Yeah, I love the fact that her mask is basically just a welding mask, but it's white. And ceramic, probably. But yeah, that'll have to be it for today. I very much doubt that we can fit another mission in here. So yeah, but before we end the stream, of course, we're going to look for someone to raid. And thank you for the follow, Unplug. And yeah, we'll be continuing with this game on Thursday. But for now, let's take up. It's actually not that busy online at the moment. So let me list everyone here before we pick someone to raid.
I have a suggestion. 2 suggestions. Let's raid Unplugged and Aurora's fridges.
No.
Dude.
Okay, let's see. We have the Siren Ivy, who is playing South of Midnight. I forgot to mute the browser, it seems, so good double check. I haven't heard of this game before. Next we have Katie, who is playing Halo 4. Swalby is playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Sadelish is playing Satisfactory again. Sapphire Cloud with Xenoblade Chronicles X, the Definitive Edition. I'm a Flanker with Ready or Not. Weird Romance is playing Voices of the Voids. And then last but not least, we have Halloween playing Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. Okay. And let's see, what is this South of Midnight? Actually, it looks a bit Ninja-y-like as well to me. So,
yeah. I would say either South of Midnight or Voices of the Void.
Okay. It's been a bit since we raided Ivy, so let's go say hi to them. Okay. Slash raid and paste. But before we start that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Thank you Unplug. Thank you Aurora. That's the timer going off. And let's see. I see one name extra in there, but is that the bot that I banned earlier? Let's see. Yeah, that's the bot. Oh well.
They're written something in
And
the chat, by the way.
let's see. Unplug. You'd have to fight my kids to get to my fridge. And yeah, thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining this madness.
And yeah, like I said, we'll continue with this on Thursday. Tomorrow, in the afternoon, we'll be holding a catch-up stream for Digimon Story Hacker's Memory, since we couldn't stream that on Sunday. And yeah, next Sunday, we'll hopefully continue and maybe even finish Hacker's Memory, since we are getting close to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Unplug. If you get a chance, check out Tenchu Z. It was an Xbox 360 exclusive, but it can be run by other means. Yeah, emulators. I do have... I'm not sure if I've gotten the 360 emulator running before, but I'll definitely take a look for that. And... let's see. I think that's about it, yeah, for this week. Next week, hopefully we'll get another shot at Crosscode. And maybe some Borderlands shenaniganery. But, yeah, for now, Hacker's Memory tomorrow, hopefully. On Sunday, again, on its schedule. And more Aragami 2 on Thursday.
Yep.
Okay, but for now... yeah, let's get this raid started. And thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Peace, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And, yeah, undead ninja seagulls, I guess, as well.
Oh, God.